All right. We are live here across YouTube, across Twitter, on my personal LinkedIn. So hello to all the audiences that are checking this out. And I am going to before I begin, I must say, my name is Logan and I am on a mission to implement decentralized governance into the fabric of society. And today we're going to be looking at the Clarity platform and how you can use it to run your DAO, create your DAO, organize your community, incentivize your community, all of these different things that you can leverage the platform to do. Um, yeah, as I look at myself in the camera here, big life update. I got married. So sorry, Cardano girls, I am officially off the market. But while I was gone, I had a bunch of people reach out to me and just ask how to use Clarity. So that's why I'm making this video. Oh, and one other cool thing about the wedding, my wedding gift was a hardware wallet. I'm gonna load it up with some ADA for her. I'm gonna load it up with some Clarity for her. I'm gonna put some Bitcoin on it. I'll put some ETH on it too. So really gonna educate the fiance, and she's gonna become a true Cardano girl soon. So that's really exciting. But yeah, I want to go through the Clarity platform and really just talk about all the different things that you can leverage it for, because oftentimes people think, oh, we're not quite a DAO, we're just kind of a community, but there's a ton of tools on the platform where you can just get started on organizing your community, incentivizing your community. So I'm going to go on the feature, just through the feature sets here, and the different functionalities you can get. And if you have any questions, put them in the chat. I'm happy to answer them. It looks like I will see them. Yep, I know how this works now. Pretty new to the streaming live, but here we go. Let's make it like that. Yeah, I think that looks good. So yeah, once you connect your wallet to the Clarity platform, the first thing you can do is create an organization. Now we have a referral code here. Your stake address is your referral code. So grab your stake key and put it in here, or share it with your friends, and you will get points that you can redeem for Clarity, for potentially in the future merch. You can redeem it for more NFTs. You can redeem it for there's going to be a growing list of things, maybe even a trip to the Cardano Summit and that type of thing. So yeah, that's what the referral code is all about. And then you get to put in the name of your organization. So this is us setting up our organization, a Web 2.5 organization. It's not fully on chain yet. We'll get to that part in a bit. But I'll just, we'll just say Cardano Cool Guys. Cardano Cool Guys will be our DAO today. I'm not actually going to make it, but yeah, you can put in your description. You can upload your logo, put in the links to all of your different things if you have them. So they're easily discoverable, and then you get to control the governance kind of process for your Web 2.5 organization here, your decentralized organization. What the first thing you can choose is who can create polls and bounties, members with at least X voting power. So maybe you want people to have 10 NFTs, maybe you want them to have 1 million tokens, whatever it is, you can customize that. If you want to, you can also centralize it to be only admins. This is often a great place to start for organizations just getting started on their DAOification process, is to centralize the creation of the governance actions. But another thing you can do is say you want it to be anyone that has 5 voting power, but you want to have an extra check. You want to say, okay, the community has the autonomy to create these governance actions, but at the same time, we want to have a safeguard. So you can say, yes, we want admins to approve polls and bounties before they go live. You can say how many admins, you can make it 1, 5, whatever. It's kind of like a multi-signature to approve the creation of a governance action. And then the last thing you have to do in order to create your organization is add your tokens. So what are your, so I'm going to choose DBC here from Token Allies. I can add it. I can have multiple tokens, et cetera, et cetera. Then I click continue, sign a transaction, or sign a message, and you get to create your DAO. It's completely free to start, which is pretty cool. But the fun really begins once your DAO is created. So I'm going to just click into the Clarity DAO here, and kind of talk through what we have going on, how our DAO works, and how we leverage the software we build for DAOs for ourselves as well. Who would we be if we ran our DAO with anything different? We've done a ton of work in order to create a platform that makes it easy to start your DAO, get your DAO rolling, upgrade your DAO to a completely on-chain entity as well, which we'll get into. But yeah, let's check it out here. when you create your DAO, you get to see all your governance settings. This is the Clarity DAO's Agora governance settings. You can see all the different token thresholds that need to be satisfied in order for smart contracts to execute. You can see the decentralization settings for the snapshot governance aspect of the organization, et cetera, et cetera. And then when you scroll down, you can also see the governance actions that are available to the DAO members to vote on. When you create a governance action, it loads up right here. The community can come in. So here we had a DAO Clarity DAO Builder Network Sprint 1. So we're voting on the North Star metric that us as DAO founders are going to, and just DAO enthusiasts, anyone can join this, are going to explore on how to on how to improve these metrics for our DAOs. If you're interested in that, it's really cool. But yeah, you can come in here, you can see the options, you can vote on them. This voting is closed, so that's why you can't vote right now. People can come in here and there's like a little forum feature. It's really just a comment section. This will be expanded upon too, so there'll be upvoting, downvoting with voting power or whatever however you want to configure it, which is really cool. So yeah, you can click into the governance actions. You can see all this different stuff, and it's pretty fun. Now, in order to create governance actions, you have 3 different options here. The first is a poll. This is a snapshot governance action where the options to be voted on are already defined. So it could be like a yes, no question. It could be a choose between these 3 options. What, token should we airdrop, whatever it may be. You can use that to have predefined options that the community can vote on. And then you have the bounty. So a bounty is a governance action where the community can actually come in and use their collective intelligence and contribute to creating the options that can be voted on. So as an example, we had a community feature brainstorm. So we build with our community, right? I think any DAO wants to build with their community. That's kind of the whole purpose. So you can have a governance action where we said, community feature brainstorm. We value the ideas and thoughts of our community in a big way. Please provide ideas for new feature and updates to the Clarity platform as bounty submissions. So people want to see a Twitter integration. And then they kind of explain what they want to see. People want to see Agora DAOs on mainnet, which has happened. So yay. So that's pretty hype, honestly. That's one that we've been working like 3 years to get live on mainnet, which is really cool. People want to have social profiles. So in essence, what you can see is you have these different governance actions that can serve different purposes for different types of voting. Now, the last thing here is proposals. Now, proposals are only available if you have already launched your Agora DAO. So in order to get to an Agora DAO, you have to create an organization. Then you go to the admin page and you can launch your Agora DAO as well. Make sure you put a lot of thought into launching your Agora DAO, because those are completely autonomous organizations where there's smart contracts where you're actually automatically executing decisions if the execution threshold is reached. So the last thing that is available only to Agora DAOs here in terms of governance actions is the proposals. So you click proposal here, and this is the creation of a smart contract that will automatically execute if the execution threshold is met by your DAO. So treasury withdrawal test. So I would choose the template that says spend treasury funds. This is going to be a growing list of options for DAOs to run. So right now we have spend treasury funds. We have update governance parameters. We have a no effect one, which is just like an on-chain vote. Pretty soon here, we're going to have like treasury swaps. So you can swap your ADA for stable coins, USDM, any type of that stuff. Staking treasury assets is in the pipeline too. These are all going to be open sourced. They're actually getting audited right now by our friends at Anastasia Labs, which is really exciting. So yeah, once you do that, in order to create an automatically executing proposal effect, you can put in the description, click next. What it will do is it will load the assets in your treasury. You can select one, what assets do you want to send out? So say we want to send out 200 ADA. Oh, we had a little failure on the live stream here. It's all right. Let me sort it out. But yeah, you fill out that form, click create, sign a transaction, you create an automatically executing proposal, which is really cool. The next thing that I want to chat about is we went through all the governance stuff. So we went through this tab. Now we're going to move to membership. So this is the Clarity DAO. We're using this right now. This is how you actually track, who's part of it. So before it was like anyone can come, just have the token, and you're part of the DAO. The DAO might want to have more formal process for verifying membership and having a list of members that people can identify, talk to, build community with, all of that type of stuff. So what we did was created a membership page, and what you can do with the membership page, you can see who's in it, you can see the admins of the community, you can see the members of the community, and you can see when they joined, and then you can come over here to the contributions tab, and you can see the most active people ever in the community. So these are the people that have completed the most incentives, participated in the most quests, all of that type of stuff. So that's what you get with the membership side from a member view. And then if you're an admin, this is what it looks like. So right now, a member will apply to join an organization. You get to make the message to welcome them. And then you can specify, okay, if you want to actually be a member of this organization, a down thumb, come on. If you actually want to be a member of this organization, then you can say, okay, you need to have a minimum voting power of 1,000, of whatever you want. And then, yeah, you can put in the token purchase link. And then you can also require them to verify their email. So that means that the admins would have a way to easily send out, a DAO email. We will be adding to this list as well. There's other things that you could use to verify membership, but that's a little bit how membership works. Now I'm going to check out quests. This is really your hub for community activation, community incentives, and all of that type of stuff. So I'm just going to show you how Clarity is using it and how we're using it within our DAO, just to kind of help people brainstorm ideas of how you can use this feature set, because it's really versatile. You can do a lot with it. And we've been doing a bunch of different experiences, seeing what works, seeing what's best, and seeing what people enjoy the most in the community. So to preface this, you can create two types of boards. The first board you can create is a quest board. Quests can be completed by every member one time for a fixed reward. Create different boards for different goals or rewards. Okay, I'll get into the quest board more in a second. The second one you can create is a raid board. Now, these are challenges that are completed for points in a time-based context, with only the highest scorers earning the rewards. Okay, so what this means is, one, this is like a board that will stay there forever. People can come and complete it one time. And then you have a time-based board where it's like a competition of like, hey, our big conference is happening soon. Let's hype it up. Whatever it is, you can create a raid board. I'll show you how we're using them. So first, let's look at the quest boards. So one quest we have is Clarity Onboarding. And then within Clarity Onboarding, we have a bunch of challenges that we use. So if you follow us, so you're new to the DAO, what should you do? You want to follow us on Twitter, you get 50 diamonds for this. You want to subscribe to us on YouTube, you get 100 diamonds. You want to do this, do this, do this. So this is all the different things that you can do in order to on yourself into the Clarity DAO, get acquainted with the community, send an introduction, all of this type of stuff. And then we also have a quest board for content creation. So these are things that you can do in order to help, spread the gospel, spread the word of the Clarity DAO. And the first thing is you can create a thread on Clarity on X. You get 500 diamonds for that. You can, Cardano projects is DAO. So you can come into our Discord. You can say, hey, these are some projects that we would love to see implement decentralized governance. And then, as a Clarity community, we'll try to reach out to them, see what their needs are as a DAO, and see if we can help them on their process, their DAOification process. So yeah, that's how we're using the quest boards. So these are boards that are always there. If you're new to the Clarity DAO, you can come down here and get acquainted and complete these tasks to get diamonds. And before I move on to raise, let's talk about these diamonds. So these diamonds are off-chain DAO tokens. That's essentially what they are. And the underlying reason that they exist is to enable this bridge to go from Web 2 to Web 3. As Clarity has a lot of eyes on real world adoption of decentralized governance and community kind of ownership, it is very important bridge to have, because jumping from Web 2 to Web 3 it's too big. Like if you're trying to work with a nonprofit, like the people who donate, they might be older. It's tough to onboard them. So you need to have this way to kind of ease them into becoming an actual DAO. And even us, we need to have that ramp up period to becoming an actual DAO. And you can also have a lot of utility you get out of these tokens, and this bridge, as a way of onboarding, even when you are a real DAO. So with these diamonds, and by the way, Clarity has diamonds. GoKey can have keys. Whatever your DAO is, you can customize the little image and the name of your off-chain DAO token super easily, right on the admin page here. So as I accumulate diamonds, what can I do with them? You can come to this rewards tab, and eventually there'll be more things here, like I was mentioning earlier. But right now you can redeem it for a V2 NFT. You click redeem. I don't want to do another one, but you can click redeem. But we have an integration with InMaker where when you click redeem, it automatically spends your points, and you get the mint the NFT with the project ID here. And in the future, what you'll be able to do is redeem it for merch, for trips to the Cardano Summit, for potentially a hardware wallet. So we're really building out this robust kind of rewards program for our DAO, when you get DAO tokens. But any DAO has the ability to plug in this type of system, and have these off-chain DAO tokens be able to be redeemed for different things. Oh, and we're going to have them be able to be redeemed for Clarity tokens soon as well, which is really cool. So let's jump to the raids here. The raids are pretty important. We use them a lot. The community loves them, I think. And in this raid, we are giving away 10,000 Clarity, and to the top 10 people who contribute the most to this raid win the Clarity. So if you click here, you can view this raid, and you can see all of the challenges. You can see the current leaderboard. So wow, there's only 3 people that, maybe that's because I haven't approved, but I'll show you how that works too. Fill out the Clarity DAO Builder Network Survey. So this is a raid challenge that you can complete for 400 points. Here's a raid challenge that you can complete for 200 points. Here's one that you can complete for 125 points. And then your points automatically get added to this. And at the end of this period, then you're able to be in that leaderboard. And if you're top 10, you get sent to Clarity, which is pretty fun. So that's how the raids work. And then as an admin, you can come in here, and here, Clarity Early Community Raid. So this is the raid we were just looking at. Yeah, it looks like I have a bunch to approve. So there was one that said turn on X notifications for Clarity. I can come in here. I can review the submissions. So I scroll down, I can see, okay, they turned them on, and I can approve. Boom, boom. So yeah, that's how you kind of do it. You can just click through and make sure that the challenges are actually getting completed. So that's pretty cool. Let's click on the admin tab here, and let's go through this. So we've seen this kind of module before. You can see all the different governance tabs. You can manage your subscription here as well. I guess I can talk about that too on the stream if anyone is wondering. Just put that in the chat if you want me to talk about how that works. And then customizing those off-chain DAO tokens, which we refer to them as gems on the platform. You can come here, you just put in the name of you want, whichever file you want to be kind of the icon here, and then you're good to go. These are snapshot power calculations that you can edit. So you can always add more tokens, take off tokens, whatever you want to do. Add admins to do that. You just add an admin, put in their wallet address, and they'll be added. You can configure rewards. So if I wanted to do like pay for flights to Dubai for Cardano Summit, and then I can make the price like, 30,000 points, and then, put me as a, that's not my actual email, by the way. I wish I had that email. And then what you do, you can put a description of it, do whatever kind of reward type it is. If it's an NFT, you just put in the project ID from InMaker here, and you're set to go. It'll be automatically redeemed. And yeah, you can also customize your interface and choose all your colors and all of that good stuff. Now, one of the last things to chat about is what I just showed you. That is all decentralized organization tooling. Now, the next phase of it is the decentralized autonomous organization tooling that you get with Clarity. So I'm going to try to find a DAO here that is like a kind of a testy DAO. Okay. All right, perfect. So here is a organization that is a decentralized organization. So someone created an organization, but they have yet to upgrade it to a Agora DAO. Okay, so on the Clarity DAO, like dashboard, you saw that you had Agora governance settings, snapshot governance settings, et cetera, et cetera. And this one, you just have snapshot settings. So in order to have Agora governance settings, you need to layer this on-chain governance infrastructure on top of it. So this is what this button is for here. So anyone can launch an Agora DAO on the Clarity platform. Now, an important thing to think about here is that when you create an Agora DAO, one of the beautiful parts of it and the way we designed it is that these different governance actions that you have available on the Clarity platform stack on top of each other nicely. Now, when you're doing a proposal, you don't want to just have an on-chain vote that can automatically execute right away. You might want to have a temperature check, a poll, a bounty to see what the community thinks or narrow down the decision making, the decision being made, so that you can go to an on-chain vote for execution. Because on-chain voting is more heavy-handed. It's you actually have to send something to the chain that gets recorded on chain. So yeah, let's look to see what it looks like to actually launch an Agora DAO. Wow, this is super cool because it's really like one of the things that we have worked so hard to build, and to see it just like actually in production, it still blows my mind what is happening when we fill out this form. So let's go through it. So yeah, we have a drop-down list. You pretty much whatever token is in your wallet, you can use that. When you're building an Agora DAO right now, you have to use a fungible token. They all need to have the same asset name. That's just how the smart contracts run for Agora v2. That is one of the main priorities, is to have you be able to have multiple governance tokens and NFTs and LP tokens and all that stuff as governance tokens. Now, that's the governance token part. And what you're doing right now is you're building an audited library of smart contracts, and you're customizing these little things about them, these little aspects about them that actually govern your DAO. Okay, so the first is the execute option. Now, in order, what this does is this sets the threshold, which is the amount of tokens that have to support a vote in order for it to automatically execute. So we'll just say 5. All right, and then you get to set the number of tokens you have to have staked to the DAO in order to create a proposal, the number of tokens you have to have staked to the DAO in order to cast a vote, and then the maximum number of proposals one stake can interact with. So I recommend typically doing like 10 to 15 for this one. Then you choose the on-chain timing of your organization. So how long is the draft period? How long do people have to vote for? How long is the lock-in period? The locking period is the amount of time a past proposal will spend locked before executing its effects. We have like boilerplate stuff in here that works. Typically, I think DAOs would want longer than 12 hours for the voting period, but kind of like a minimum thing is have 12 hours for those 3 options. And then down here, these are the advanced options, which you can read about doing that. If you have any questions about those, let me know. But yeah, then you click create and you're able to sign a few transactions and it launches your Agora DAO. So yeah, that's mostly what I wanted to talk about today. Happy Monday to everyone listening. Didn't see any things come through the chat. If you have any questions, I'm going to stick on about 30 more seconds and just keep blabbering on. So feel free to put something in there. But yeah, light or dark mode, I don't know. Kind of like light mode, but dark mode's also very cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, you can feel free to DM the Twitter account. You can join our Discord. We're always there. Really appreciate it. And kudos, and I love you guys for building DAOs and pushing this vision forward. It is really exciting to be working with a lot of cool projects where I'm like, oh, I can't wait to like be part of that DAO. So to end this, I'll just give a shout out to some people building on Clarity, and just highlight a few of them because they're doing some cool stuff. We got Alien DAO. They're like turning over their Twitter account to the DAO right now. I don't really know what's going on with that, but that's interesting. We got the Boulder Sudbury School. This is like an actual decentralized education where the kids are casting votes of like whether to uphold suspensions. It's honestly crazy. If you haven't met Robert, who runs that, it's definitely one to look into. Co-bracking DAO, really cool. A meme coin out of Africa. Really enjoy those guys as well. We got Charlie 3 Oracles. They are using a DAO to vote about what feeds should be given to the Cardano community for free. So if you do hold any Charlie 3 tokens, definitely get in there and have a look and see if these feeds that maybe it's your DApp that needs it or anything like that, which ones will be for free. Man, a lot of cool DAOs in here. Goki DAO. I mean, I talk about this one a lot, but I'm actually part of this one. We own and operate a plot of land in Colorado as a DAO, turn it into a glamping site, which is pretty sweet. Who else? Matera, tokenized portfolios. You can like vote on what portfolios will be made. Eventually, we'll have to have like a Clarity portfolio of some sort. That would be sweet. Token Allies, which is a pretty cool one. They're a decentralized venture capital firm, first of its kind on Cardano. Really exciting stuff. One other cool thing is if you are in the Japanese community, you can translate the app to Japanese, just like that with this little thing down here. Hopefully, if you would like us to add more languages, let us know. It's not too difficult. We just have to pay a little more for the subscription to add more languages. But yeah, so if you would like it translated into your language and there's enough demand for it, we are happy to add it. Just let us know in our Discord or anything like that. But yeah, guys, overall, super excited to be on this journey with you. We are doing our best to make tools that make it easy to create DAOs, make it easy to participate in DAOs, make it fun to participate in DAOs, and make it rewarding to participate in DAOs. As I mentioned at the beginning of this live stream, my name is Logan, and I am on a mission to implement decentralized governance into the fabric of society. Won't stop till we get there. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.